Hello everybody and welcome in. My name is Yolanda Roos. This is a channel of light and facilitated healing. This is a channel we've created to bring about awareness to things that might be hindering you, help you to grow. We do timeless messages and we do them about every day, sometimes more, depends on what I feel like doing. So there's no set time. I work a regular job, so they get done. Tonight we're doing it in like dinner time, so I want to welcome you all in. If you're coming back, I'm glad to see you again. And if you are new, welcome into the channel. If you like the content and you've been watching, or when you get done with this video, if you like it, definitely go ahead and subscribe. It lets you know when new content comes out. It helps to grow the channel. This is a collective message, so it's general. So sometimes it will resonate, sometimes it will not. So I asked the universe, God, what message do you have for my people today? So I never know what's coming out. We'll see. I've picked a couple decks to get started. If it resonates, go ahead and hit the like button. If it's not, it's just not your message. It's okay. So today has been kind of a weird day. I did a cleansing in somebody's house, so maybe you're trying to clear things out. With a cleansing, it's one of those things where people feel the energy, especially when they normally don't, or they don't know. But she asked me to come and clean her house, so maybe there's somebody out there that needs to cleanse their house. Maybe it's an overall energy of just clearing away the old, which is very much what we've been talking about if you follow the videos as they come out. So we'll see what the video has, but there is something about cleaning out things, clearing, because she just asked me out of the blue to do it. So, and remember, this is a collective channel, so maybe you're really seeing that there's some things that need to clean out, clear from your life, cleanse in general. Maybe you're purging, like I'm getting ready to purge my closets. I love buy clothing and I've gotten too much stuff. Not bad, just you only wear so many things, and there's only 365 days of the year. You don't need 365 outfits, so I'm getting there. I'm gonna purge through and see if some people can use some stuff. So let's shuffle and see what we have coming in. First card out, you have the Sun in reverse. I'll show you the cards once we get them out. My energy's a little heavy, so we could be a little stressed or heavy. As I said, I cleaned out that house, so I don't know. All right, and I think I'm going to grab one more. There it is. Okay. So there is... okay. It looks like a crazy, kind of weird energy. All right. So, first card is the Sun in reverse. Means that you haven't lost abundance, you haven't lost light, but it's coming in. You might feel a little off, you might feel a little heavy, you might feel like you're not really feeling the sunshine in a metaphorical way. The next card is your Magician in the upright, and that is creating the life that you want. I feel like because of this Sun being in reverse, you are in creation mode of, like I said, purging out the things that don't serve you, but you're making that purposeful change in your life. The problem, though, is that your Eight of Cups is talking about knowing you need to walk away from something, but not being able to do it, or being stuck, because this is the card that came up after it. And this is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is being trapped. But being trapped, not like you're a prisoner. You think you're trapped, but you're not. So it's like you feel like you have to stay somewhere, but technically you really don't. So there's something that's really not going well, or you feel a little under the weather, or it's not going the way you want. You're trying to create this new life, but I think you're struggling because you feel trapped. And it's like at this moment, you're unable to walk away from that thing that doesn't serve you. Like that codependency, that addiction, that relationship, that life, that thing that you've been doing I feel like you've been doing it a while and you know it's not working. You know you feel trapped, but you can't seem to get out of it. Or, you know, you're feeling like if you leave it, am I going to be okay? It's like, I feel like fear is getting in the way. And what is your energy overall is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is feeling safe, secure, and balanced with what you're doing. Under that is the Knight. You get the King of Pentacles. You got Knight of Wands, which is going after what you believe, what you feel. And then Seven of Wands is feeling a little unprotected or overprotected. Your Death in the reverse means you're trying to resist. We had a video, and it's like this. Okay, I'm going to see. What I'm feeling is that because of financial security, because of your comfortableness of life, you know that what's happening, or the person, the relationship, the job, whatever, is not really working, but you're scared of this. You don't want to let go of your security, your well-being. And if you walk away from something, you know you want something different. You're wanting to create something different. But the reason you're having a problem is that you know what's wrong. You know what you should be creating, or you are trying to create it. But what's getting in the way is that you don't want to walk away because you feel trapped, or someone's making you feel like you have to be there, or you're making yourself feel like you have to be there, because that's what gives you security. That's what makes you feel well and grounded. And I think what's happening is there's something you need to go after, and it's not going to guarantee that your world's not going to be a little off. Yeah, you're going to come out of... I think you have to jump the hoops. You have to get past the fear of not knowing what's going to happen when you manifest or create this new life, this new thing, or you remove those things. Because this is talking about not being able to walk away from something that's there because you feel trapped. So I don't know if you're in a situation where someone's making you feel bad, or you're obligated to do something or be somewhere, or you have obligations and you feel like you can't leave. You're in a relationship and you have children. You're in a job, and that job is like making you not feel well, but you feel like you need that job. That person that makes you feel like you need to stay, when you know deep down in your heart you need to go and it's not going to last, and like you don't want that, and you are manifesting in your mind what you really want, which is it's not a manifest that you're controlling, because you are just thinking about what you want, and you don't realize you're manifesting something new, but you don't want to leave what you have because it's comfortable and safe. It's not making you happy, but it's safe, or it pays your bills, or, you know, that person does stuff for you, or you just don't want to be alone. I don't know. Or the job you have pays you really well, and you don't know if you can find another job or whatever. You get the gist. So this being trapped is more you feeling and allowing yourself to be trapped. You feel like you're trapped because it's you. That's what I'm feeling. So if this is resonating, you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So this message isn't probably going to be for everybody. I mean, it could be, but there's things that you know you're not really wanting, but you're kind of being stuck there because you're scared to go, and you're telling yourself that you have to be there, or I have obligations, or there's somebody in your life making you feel, that person, that job, that thing is making you feel like I have to stay there. I can't just leave. You know, they're playing on your emotions. Or you, like I said, want to be taken care of, and you don't want to be without, or you don't want to take a chance of not having all the things that you're used to having. All right. All I can smell is burgers. My husband's cooking a burger right now. It smells like burgers. All right. So what kind of little cards do we have to go with this? Little advice or confirmation? Okay, we got a couple here. First one out is nourish. Feed your body, mind, and soul. So what you need to ask yourself, what I'm hearing is this nourishing you? Is this good for you? this thing that you're holding on to, I know that you're comfortable, but is it really helping you? Is it growing you? Is it filling you? Forgive, release. Is it time to release and heal? Yeah, there's something you need to let go of. This could also be something that you're holding on to that's actually affecting your mind, your body, your spirit, and you need to forgive and move forward, move on, instead of holding on to it or holding on to something that's damaging you. Like, is it time to finally release that thing? You're going to know what it is. I don't know what it is because this is collective, but there's something that you need to forgive and release and nourishing, because when you are not forgiving, like, this is like receiving, like, it's almost like I feel like they're passing the energy of two hands coming together, and there's a nourishment that we talk about. That's what this channel is about, nourishing body, mind, and soul. So I feel like this energy that's in your life, it's something that you're not willing to let go of. You're not willing to forgive yourself or somebody else, or you need to release something, let it go. You need to move on, or you need to release it instead of holding such a grip onto it or feeling like you have to hold on to it. So, like I said, for this one, this is something that you're going to know if it's your message. Any other cards for this message? Any other cards for this message? Seraphim, Guardians, Awakener, Purity. Same thing, cleaning things out. Clearing the space. Yep, you're making room for something, or it's time to cleanse things out so you can have new things. You can't have the new thing if you're holding on to the old thing. And it's like you're hesitating because it's going to change your life, or it's going to be scary because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. But you know deep down in your soul that it needs to be done, removed, changed, whatever it might be. So we'll get you a couple angel numbers. I think I'm going to take 2. All right. So, first one out we got was 644. This is struggle. Self-created stress is unhealthy. That might be that thing that you're holding on to, you're angry about, you are grudging about. I don't know what it is. Your angels are asking you to get honest about how you continue or contribute undue stress and conflict to your own life. They ask you to contemplate how struggle plays into your comfort zone. Notice where you're making life harder for yourself today, even in the smallest moments. Make a tiny change today so that a small struggle becomes obsolete. Yeah, this is something I think we've talked in one of the other ones, is that you're like your own worst enemy, because maybe you've lived a life where you're used to struggle, you're used to problems, you're used to strife, and you don't really need to have them, but you don't know how to live without that. And that's kind of like, it sounds stupid, but it's very common. You know, if you're used to living a certain thing, and that's just what I do, that's who I am, you know, I have to help this person, I have to help that person, I gotta do this, I gotta be here, it's just what I'm supposed to do. It's like you put yourself into I gotta worry about my kids, I gotta worry about this, I gotta worry about my job, it's like you almost do it to yourself, because I don't think you know how to, like, if there was nothing to worry about and nothing to do, what would you do? You know, like, there's a new thing that you need to be focusing on. Your next card is 301. Renew love. A relationship needs attention. This is the other part that I was thinking. There's a relationship that there's a grudge, or there's a block. Something's happened. Somebody is holding on to something, and there's a relationship in your life that needs to be addressed, dealt with, understood, maybe stepping forward, releasing what you're upset about, and maybe just starting fresh and seeing if you can get through. It says, angels are signaling that an important relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. People can often hurt the ones they love the most, and you are being called to recognize that. Who in your life could use a little tender, loving care? Think of one way you can show a person you love that they are still a special person to you. now as they were the day you first met them. So it could be a friendship, a love ship. Maybe you're going through marital issues, or you've just been dealing with a lot. I don't know what it is, but there's someone that needs some attention to still feel special, to maybe deal with the thing that's bothering you, deal with the thing that's getting in the way of the relationship, or that's separating you, or that's hindering you from being able to have that full relationship. I'm just going to grab a couple cards. So I feel like there's some things that, this one wasn't a fun message, but you know, hey, life isn't always about fun stuff. There's my puppy dog coming to say hi. So what cards do you have? We're just going to let them pop out. Ooh, geez, they're flying all over. All right, so let's see. We got a whole bunch of them for you. So we'll just pick them all up and see what they got to say. All right. Love does not judge. Okay, that was one message. So I'm thinking that maybe somebody's being a little judgy, and that's what's causing a problem. Not seeing things through a person's idea, perspective, things of that nature. Walk away. That's that other part of the message. Walk away from it. Whatever it is that you need to walk away, you need to walk away. You need to, I don't know why my hair gets poofy like that. It's like right there. Sorry. OCD, ADHD, something. I don't know. Have an open mind. Yep, there's something that, seeing from a different perspective, having an open mind, let it go. Wow, I can't make this up. Okay, so there's two different messages here. There's something you need to deal with that maybe you're not seeing right, or it's causing a problem, it's causing a hindrance, it's causing you to be like separated from something, because I feel like there's animosity, there's pain, there's hurt that hasn't been dealt with, there's somebody that needs to forgive somebody, or there's something that needs to be come to. And then there's another side of walking away, let it go. Let's see what the next ones are. Laugh at yourself. That's kind of nice. Like, all your stuff, just laugh at yourself. You're being silly, or just don't be so serious about everything. Why do you want this? Okay, so figure out what you're really upset about, why you want something, because walking away is something you should be doing. Having an open mind, not judging people, and then it's telling you to walk away from something. This might be two different messages for two sets of collective. But I think what this part is not laughing at yourself, more laughing like with yourself, like, oh my gosh, how could I get like that? Or being silly, or like what's wrong with my mind? Like, why am I thinking like that? But the other part is, why do you want something? These, I think, are questions. These are for you personally. This is like the collective. Like, don't be so serious. Why are you being such a blah, blah, blah? And why are you looking at it that way? Why are you trying to be so, like, you're so perfect and nobody else? I don't know. This is just how I'm feeling. Like, somebody's did you wrong, or they're not treating you the way you want to be treated, so you get kind of like crotchety into yourself, and is it really worth it? Why do you want what you want? Do you want to be right? Do you want to see your family? Do you want to be taken care of? Are you not leaving? So this is all for the whole reading. Are you not leaving because you really want somebody to take care of you? You don't want to be alone? Are you being silly? That's the part. Are you being silly and being petty or something? And I'm not saying this is for everybody. Like I said, like, don't get upset. Don't. This is just a message for somebody. If you know it's for you, you're not gonna get upset. If you're triggered, you might get upset. But if it's for you, you're gonna be like, yeah, I know what she's talking about. Because I don't even know what I'm talking about, because this is a reading. I'm just reading energy. So there's something in your life that you are holding on to, and what I'm feeling is like, why are you holding on to this? It's not making you happy. It's not being what you want. And the laughing at yourself is just like, okay, don't take it so seriously. You're human. You go through things. You hold on to things. We like comfort. But then the other part is that there might be something that's just, you're not seeing it from a perspective. So it's causing you to have a mishap in your relationship. There's two different messages, okay? So two different things going on. But it's still dealing with, like something that you're maybe a part of or somebody else is a part of, like understanding that something just has gotten into somebody's mind or someone's being stubborn, you or somebody else, and stubborn to not leave or stubborn that they're not seeing something. Like it's still the same thing. Like I think it's like a relationship thing or it's a job thing. Like, am I just being stubborn? Am I just looking at it a certain way and I don't want it? Or am I just holding on to that job just to say, well, I want my job. It's my job. I should keep it. And you know deep down it's not. You should move on. Like it's not helping you. And that's where I feel like it's saying, laughing at yourself. Why do you want it? Why do you want to stay someplace that makes you miserable? Why are you holding on to something that's not making you happy? So I don't know. This is like kind of a weird message. But like I said, it'll reach the person it's supposed to. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to think of how it would affect in my life. Maybe I hold on to things because they make me feel content. I know I don't want to be in this place and I'm manifesting it, but then when things come up, sometimes I don't always want to change because I'm comfortable. I told myself I didn't want to buy any more things, but I like to buy things. That's another thing. I have someone that I'm dealing with that I think there's been some misunderstanding. So I'm hoping that maybe this is an energy of understanding why we're holding on to this, why we're not walking away from. It could be as simple as walking away from being upset with each other, not walking away from the person, just walking away from the way you feel or what you're holding on to or what you're upset about, what you're, ruining this relationship with. It could be as simple as just like, do you really have to be the right one? Do you really have to win? Can't you just be done with it and have that person in your life and loving them? That's where I'm seeing. Like, I went to a point and I hugged the person and told them I loved them and I missed them and that we needed to talk. I haven't gone to the next step, but I don't want to really ruin a relationship over something stupid. It's a person I love very deeply. So I hope that this will give me a chance. Well, why do you not want to talk to the person? Why are you holding back? Why are you not dealing with it? That's for me. I don't know about you. Beacon House. This is a card that came out for you. Just as the lighthouse warns a ship that there is land or danger, this may be a time of possible dangers in your own life. Be a shining light and inspiration to the people around you. I think this is a danger. I'm not feeling like this is danger coming at you. I feel like it's a danger that you could destroy something or something could get destroyed or hurt because you're not seeing things from a different perspective. You're not willing to forgive. Or vice versa. Somebody else isn't willing to forgive. And through not seeing things, you're going to jeopardize. The danger is that you could lose something, lose a person, lose a job, lose a relationship, whatever. And maybe there's two different parts. There's people that actually need to leave. And then there's people that are going to have people leave because they're not changing something. So you could be the person receiving or the person losing, because this is collective. So somebody's leaving and somebody is doing something to make you leave. Like it's, or you're somebody's like being the agitator and someone's like, I can't deal with it. But then you're going to lose that person. And then the other person, they don't know if they want to fight, so it's like, it's a back and forth thing. So I would say the energy I'm feeling is that you evaluate why you don't want to forgive the person, why you want what you want. Is it going to benefit you and the other person? Is it really, are you not seeing something with an open mind? Be open to conversation with yourself, thinking about it so that you don't push away or you don't remove someone from your life or something because you just couldn't see it at the time and then have regret or bitterness or just carrying a burden that you don't need to carry, that maybe it could be resolved because somebody will break down and finally say something. And be open. If there's somebody coming to talk to you, be open. Be listening. Be willing to talk to that person and listen. Maybe that's what I'm hearing. Just be open to hearing what they have to say. Okay? So I think I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this will find you and help you or help the people that it's supposed to help. I know there's a lot of transition, a lot of changing, a lot of removing things that don't work anymore. There is turmoil. So, and I've been hearing a lot of people like dealing with relationships and stuff. So think about what you're doing. Try not to hold on to bitterness and anger. See if there's something you can do, or see if it really is time to go. And it's just what it is. And don't be so scared. The universe is going to take care of you. If you know deep in your soul and your heart and your mind, they're all like, okay, we're not happy here, or we're really not doing well. Unless you're planning on making changes, it might be time to leave. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you with that. You guys have a great day and enjoy.